secure, comfortable retirement is every worker's dream. We are living longer, healthier lives, and we can expect to spend more time in retirement. Achieving the dream of a secure, comfortable retirement is much easier when you plan your finances. Start planning by visiting Social Security's retirement planner at www.ssa.gov/planners/retire. Thank you for joining us for another live edition of Social Security Hotline on CAN TV. This is a live call-in broadcast, and we welcome all of your calls. We're excited and eager to receive all of your calls. The number at the bottom of the screen is the number that you can call, where we will answer your calls on live national TV at 312-738-1060. Once again, that is 312-738-1060. Our phone technician will be taking your calls, Omarion, and he is eager to receive those calls. And we will be providing you valuable information today. Today with me is Rocio, and she is co-hosting this show with me today. And can you please introduce yourself, Rocio?
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Rocio Roman. I am a claims specialist here in the Chicago metropolitan area. Basically, I have been with the agency for a little over 10 years. And my responsibilities is to take the initial claims for disability, retirement, auxiliary benefit, meaning spousals or children. In some cases, parent benefits also. I do take the lump sum death payment and survivors benefits application. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's awesome, Rocio. So it sounds like you are the face when people come into the field offices, and you're the individual that helps people with their retirement, disability, Medicare, spousal benefits, children's benefits. So you play a vital role. So thank you so much for being here with us today. So we have a great show planned out for you today, and we're going to be talking about how helpful it is to go online and get lots of information online. There's an abundance of information online at your fingertips, so we want to go over that with you today and how helpful it could be to you. But before we get into that topic, we want to make our audience aware of a very serious scheme that is going on right now. There are individuals out there misusing the Social Security customer service hotline, which is our 1-800 number, the 1-800-772-1213. Individuals that are committing fraud have found a way to spoof the number. So the public is receiving phone calls that looks like it's from our 1-800 line. However, it's not from a Social Security representative. It's from someone acting as a Social Security representative. Can you please give us a little bit more information in regards to that, Rocio?
Sure, Jessie. The acting Inspector General of Social Security, Gail Stallworth Stone, is warning citizens about an ongoing caller ID spoofing scheme misusing the Social Security Administration SSA National Customer Service phone number, which, as you say, is the 1-800-772-1213. So what happened is that we have the OIG has received numerous reports of questionable phone calls displaying this 1-800 number on their caller IDs. So this is a scam. So please, do not engage with those phone calls or provide any personal information. If it's possible, just hang up. That is very, very important. You may be aware of that in some instances, an employee from Social Security Administration may be calling you if we do need more information, but it will be very rare cases. It will be in most of the times when you have already filed for benefit. If we are in need of any additional information, we may be contacting you. But other than that, we barely make phone calls.
Absolutely. So be aware. And it's very important to make sure that when someone's calling you and that individual is aggressive and is asking for account information, your social security number, to make sure that you don't provide that information to them over the phone. Social security representatives will never call to threaten you or to request credit card information over the phone. We have had several individuals from the public stating that the individuals that are fraudulently calling people are stating that they are employees with Social Security and they are requesting for personal information for benefit increases, requesting Social Security numbers over the phone. Make sure that you do not provide that very important information to someone over the phone that is threatening and asking you for that information, because it's definitely not one of our Social Security representatives. So we want to make sure that the public is aware that, to protect your information. And, if we ever need to reach out to you in regards to anything, we'll send you a letter in the mail, as Ms. Rocio stated. So there is a video that we do want to show the public. It is on our website that does talk about what is going on right now with that spoofing scheme. So we're going to go ahead and play that for you. As soon as we get that up. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like that's working at the moment. As soon as we get that up, we are going to play it.
The reason of this call is to inform you that your Social Security number has been suspended for suspicion of illegal activity. If you do not contact us immediately, your account will be deactivated. For more information about this case file, press 1 or call immediately our department number, 326.
This is a scam. Thieves are misusing the Social Security Administration's authority and phone schemes to trick you into giving them money or personal information. They state there is a problem with your Social Security number or account. They claim there's been suspicious or fraudulent activity, and you could be arrested or face other legal action. They even spoof SSA's main customer service telephone number on caller ID. Don't believe them. Don't provide any information. SSA employees will never threaten you for information or promise benefits in exchange for information. In those cases, the call is fraudulent. Just hang up. If you suspect you've been contacted by an SSA scammer, call the Social Security Fraud Hotline at 1-800-269-0271.
Social.
So that is the hotline that you can call if you do receive a suspicious phone call from someone alleging they are with Social Security and are threatening you. So we just wanted to make sure that you have that information. You can also go online at https://oig.ssa.gov/reports. So as we wrap up this segment, we want to reiterate that to be very cautious, and we want to get back into the topic that we also want to discuss, which is our focus for today, is retirement. So now that we double back to our retirement topic, can you just briefly talk about what a person might find helpful when they visit our retirement website?
Sure, Josie. There are many options available in our website. For example, a person can estimate how much they will receive by using a retirement estimator. This information is available in our website, www.socialsecurity.gov. When you use the benefit calculator, you may test different retirement ages for future earnings amounts. There is also an option on the website that will allow a person to navigate directly to the online retirement application. Even if a person is not near retirement age, this website is a great place to start planning for your future.
Absolutely. So that is great that we have many available options to us. For example, an individual, if you are short on time and you are looking for information and you're unable to come into one of our local field offices, you can always go online to our website and you can look at that information, pull up the estimator and look at that information online. And if you are, requesting or wishing to apply for Social Security retirement benefits, you can do that online as well. It only takes about 30 minutes to do that application online. Could take a little bit bit longer if you do save the application and come back to it, because you do have that option to save the application and come back to it, and you're completing the application in the comfort of your own home. And once an individual submits that application, Ms. Rocio, where does it go? Does it end up in internet limbo?
No. In most cases, when someone file online for benefits, those applications are routed directly to our one of our units in our processing centers. There is a unit called, a little technical, WSU, and this unit will, in most cases, verify all the information, and of course, the application, if we need any additional information, the person will receive an email or a letter requesting such of information. If there is an exception or something that is not clearly while filing online, those applications are forwarded to the local offices based on the zip code, of course, for more convenience for the claimant. And at that point, the person may go to the local offices, and we will clarify any situation. For example, and for your information, we are also promoting the registration for My SSA for everybody to register online. So in the future, if you are already receiving benefits, you don't have to go to the office to do a change of address or change in the direct deposit information, or even to print out a benefits verification letter. You can do it from home, from your neighbor's computer, from the library. You don't need to go to the office. So in order to do that, every time anyone wants to file online, it will go prompt to register and create My SSA account. And some cases when the person for A, B reason cannot successfully create or register for My SSA account, those applications will be classified like we need additional information. So for that, the person may have to go for a face-to-face interview to their local offices, and that is how we are going to complete. In some situations, the person may think that this is it will take more time, or it's just a waste of time. But truly, it is not. It's just for everybody's security, and to make sure that the our applicant is the person whose benefits are going to start in a time. So that is how basically we process. Also, another convenience that right now we are doing, especially in my office, I am in the north-south side here in Chicago, we have the self-help PCs. So basically, the person can be completing their own application online in the local offices, and in that way it will save time, because instead of one of the claims representative asking directly, if the person is very familiar with the use of computer, it will facilitate and just go through the application. Of course, the person at the time the person leaves the offices will make sure that everything is complete and that we are going to be taking care of the person to make sure that everything is correct.
Wow, sounds like a lot of great information, Rocio. And also, I know you really touched base on the My Social Security account and how important it is to go online and open up a My Social Security account if you are able to. And, keep in mind, you are never too young to open up a My Social Security account. However, you do have to be 18 or older to open one up. But once you turn 18 and, you're able to open up a My Social Security account, it's a nice tool to have, because you're able to go in there and you can review your earnings. And like Ms. Rocio said, once you file for retirement benefits, you can go on there and you can review, how much you're receiving monthly, print out your benefit verification letter, and change of address, direct deposit information, and it definitely saves time if, you're unable to make it to your local field office. So it is a nice tool to have. In addition to that, Ms. Rocio stated that no, it doesn't. Your application, once you file the application online, it doesn't go into internet limbo. Someone does receive that application on the other end. And I think, Ms. Rocio, do you receive those applications too sometimes, those internet applications?
Yes, we do. And before we go further, just make sure that you submit the application. So that is crucial. You have to complete the application and hit the submit button. Click on the submit button, because if you don't do it, then the application, I won't say that it will be in limbo, but we are not going to receive it. It will be pending on the system. That is what is going to happen. So, and sometimes I've received some claimants that goes to the office. Oh, I applied online a couple of weeks ago. I haven't received nothing. Yeah, because we haven't properly received the application. If the submit button is not clicked, we are not going to receive the application. But for everything, just call the office, call the 1-800 numbers and find out the status. Now, if you have created My SSA, that is one way that you can verify the status of the application. And it will help you, will be very, very helpful. Another thing that I want to add is that when you create My SSA account, as you mentioned, everybody, we are able to check our earnings record. And it's very important because, especially if the person is very young, the worst case scenario that I have present is when we receive an alert for missing earnings and the company that the person used to work is closed or change ownership, or not the company, no, the tax accountant has records of those earnings. So it's very important. I will say every year, but if not every year, perhaps every 5 years, because Social Security Administration, we stopped sending the earnings statements that we used to do it every year for everybody. We no longer do it. So it's a very good way to keep your information safe and accurate for the future. Just think in your future. You may think, oh, no, but, for retirement, it's still, 40 years more, or who knows. No.
It's very important.
Yeah, it's never too soon to start looking for your future.
Great point, Ms. Rocio. And keep in mind that your earnings record is it's specific to you. It's based off of your work earnings, as Ms. Rocio stated. And Social Security takes the highest 35 years of your work earnings in order to calculate your retirement benefit. So it's very important to make sure that your earnings are correct, because if you are missing a few years, or there's there's earnings that are lower than you actually worked, then it will affect your benefit, your monthly benefit in the future. So you want to make sure those are correct, because ultimately, and once you go to retire, that is what your monthly benefit is based off of, the highest 35 years of your work earnings. And that was very helpful. Thank you so much, Ms. Rocio. Very great information. So let's talk a little bit about what full retirement age right now, or, early retirement. Let's talk about early retirement, what full retirement age is. What are those ages at this time?
Okay. Basically, full retirement, as we are speaking, is 66 years old. There is a confusion in the criteria right now outside. A lot of people think that full retirement is 65, and no, that was changed by law in the early 80s, I believe, 1983. Used to be 65 years of age, full retirement, and also the time for register into Medicare. Right now, 65 means that the person should be looking for Medicare. But the full retirement age is based on the year of birth. Right now, anyone who was born up to 1954, full retirement age is 66 years old. Then 1955 will be increment 2 months. So for people born in 1955, it will be 66 years and 2 months. Then born in 1956, 66 and 4 months, and so on, until the person is born in 1960. And so far, from people 1960 through the present, our full retirement age is 67 years old. But the Medicare age is still 65 years old. Now, that is the full retirement age, which means that at that time, the person will be the full amount based on the work history, the 35 years of, the highest 35 years of earnings that you mentioned. Now, anyone, the earliest possible that the person may start receiving retirement benefit is at 62 years old. But that amount will be, the amount of the benefit will be reduced because of the age, and it will be permanently reduced. Now, the opposite, the most a person may wait to file for retirement or to start receiving retirement is age 70. At that point, it will be the opposite. The person may receive some delay retirement credits, which is considered a delay retirement, and of course, the benefit that the person will be receive, it will be a little higher, considering that the person wait more time to start receiving the benefit. And basically that is how retirement is. And another thing, I believe a lot, because this is one of the questions that I receive in a daily basis is, do I have the 40 credits? So the 40 credits, basically what it does is that give you the status of insured, that you're insured to receive a retirement check in the future. Now, it's up to each individual. With 40 credits, you will get a check. How much you will get, it depends on your work history. If you only work enough to obtain the 40 credits, don't be surprised in the future if the amount that you're going to receive is not as high as you may expect or as you may find out for somebody else receiving, because the amount, it will be based on your earnings record, all your working life.
And it's very specific, to us, our earnings record, because it's based off of our work history, where we've, how much we've paid into FICA taxes, what our earnings have been. So it's different from individual to individual. And Ms. Rocio was going over a few of the years that are considered full retirement age. And we do have that information on our website. It's at www.socialsecurity.gov. And I do want to put that on the screen so that our viewers can see that, because it's a nice little table that gives you that information. So here is the website, and it's under Benefits Planner Retirement. It talks a little bit about full retirement age, and it tells you what the reduction is if you start early at age 62. And then it tells you what your full retirement age is based on your year of birth. So if you were born 1937 or earlier, it was age 65, but however, it has changed. And here are the years to show what the difference is. In 1943 through 1954, it became age 66, and anyone past 1954, it's 66 in a few months. So you can go online, you can look at this information. As Ms. Rocio stated, Medicare age is at age 65. That's showing that right here. And if you are requesting to file for Medicare, there's several links on our website where if you click on them, it'll take you to those to that information. Right here, it gives you step by step on applying for Medicare, and you can go online, you could apply for Medicare benefits online, get the information online. So there's lots of great information on our website. So we want to make sure our viewers know that. And here is the home page. And here on the home page, it talks about retirement benefits. If you click on here, if you click on this box, it'll talk about disability benefits, Medicare, if you're receiving disability or retirement, it goes over appointed representatives. And here is the link where you can go and you can create a My Social Security account. So this is the account we were talking about earlier, where you can go on there, you can review your earnings. If you are receiving Social Security benefits, whether it be Medicare, disability, retirement benefits, you can look at your benefit, your award letter here. now what we can do is we can go online. As long as you are 18 or older and you have a valid driver's license or state ID, you can request a social security card or replacement social security card online. You have to have a valid driver's license or state ID, and you must be a U.S. citizen, and you can request a replacement social security card online. And this is a retirement estimator that we were just in that section. And then, of course, there's facts. So this is a nice area where FAQs. So this is where you can go and you can look for the most frequently asked questions. So this is a nice location, the beginning of our website, and it is able to navigate you. You're able to navigate exactly where you want to go on the particular topic that you're interested in. So it's a lot of information, but it's a lot of great information, and it's helpful. We want to save you time. Social Security wants to give you options, so that way if you want to do business with us online, you can. If you want to visit our local field offices, you can also do that. And also you can call our 1-800 number. Keep in mind, when you call our 1-800 number, you actually will be speaking to a Social Security representative. It's when you're being called by that 1-800 number that you need to question. But you giving us a call at that 1-800 number is okay. You are going to be speaking to a Social Security representative when you do call 1-800-772-1213. And your options are there. And we just want to make it convenient for you. And we're happy to be here with you every week and to give you as much information as possible. Thank you so much, Ms. Rocio, for giving us all that great information that you gave us. She is the face of Social Security and the expert that you see when you walk into our local field offices. And she handles these claims on a day-to-day basis and has an abundance of knowledge. So we really appreciate you being here. And we also appreciate Omarion on the phones. We didn't receive any phone calls today, but we hope to receive phone calls from our public in the future. And last but not least, we want to thank you for being with us on another live show here at CAN TV on Social Security topics. Have a great day. Thank you.
Good night.